Hello, welcome to Healing Together as One. Today we are going to talk about releasing anxiety. If you're wondering why I'm so anxious, why I can't settle down, well, today we're going to figure that out together. Nobody's talking about this. This is a quick 10-minute process. It doesn't have to be longer than that. If you want to go into more intuitive, longer processes, you can do that, and I have a link on my website and in this video if you would like to do a one-on-one session in order to go a little bit deeper, but that's not even necessary. You need about 10 minutes and go through this process that I'm showing you, and you will be amazed at the difference this makes. So your body does remember and keep score about things that have happened, even if we can't physically remember. We have stored things that happen in our bodies, in our brains, that are subconsciously there, that cause us to have pain or anxiety or other things. Today we're going to focus on anxiety. So if you've been feeling this anxious feeling, you're wondering why you can't settle down, today's the day that we're going to dive into this. What I'm going to do is demonstrate in front of you on myself, and you can follow along and see what comes up for you at the same time. And then I'm going to go through at the end the 7-step process that we used. So let's start out with taking a nice deep breath in, and then slowly releasing as long as you can go to let it out. And that is signaling our nervous system that we are safe. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And then slowly releasing out, and maybe even letting a little sigh. Feeling a little better. Signaling our nervous system that we're ready to receive. And we're going to do a quick scan down, relaxing the muscles of the head, the eyes, the face, the neck, feeling that release, the shoulders, the arms, the chest, the back, the stomach, the lower back, the hips, the legs, past the knees, down the shins, and through the feet. Now that we are in the relaxation state, we're going to do another body scan, but this time I want you to notice wherever you feel pain or discomfort or when an intrusive thought comes in. So starting at the head, I'm going to guide you through, but I'm going to talk through what I'm feeling. I have a little bit of tension right here above my eyebrows, coming down my face, little jaw tightness, some tension in my throat, my neck, my shoulders, coming down, maybe a little bit of stomach ache. Going through the hips, I feel a little tightness, coming down the legs, past the knees, into the shins, and down the feet. So now I want you to just recognize where you felt those points, and we're going to come back to those pain points or any intrusive thoughts that came in. But first, we are going to wrap ourselves in love. So here's how we do it. We focus on our heart space, and we think of a time, a person, a place, a thing, anything that brings us a loving, safe feeling. So go ahead and think of that now. Go to that place. It could be real or imagined, where you feel safe and loved. And we're going to put our hands by our heart, taking a deep breath in, and then just tapping that loving feeling into our heart area. Feeling that loving feeling. And now we're going to amplify that feeling, bringing it up through the body and then out to everybody watching together, passing that loving feeling out to everybody, and then receiving it back in. Thank you. And then passing it out. Here you go, everybody. Here's some love. And then receiving that love back in. And now as we're going through this processing, we are going to have this heart-centered space to keep us safe. So let's go back to those pain points. And I want you to remember anywhere in the body you felt those pain points. and we're going to lift them out of the body. You're going to imagine this, feeling it coming out, and you can do this with your hands and follow along, or you can just imagine it. I'm pulling that pain out of my body, all of that pain, and we're going to relate this pain to anxiety. So all these anxious feelings in the body, all of that pain is related to anxiety. We're going to have a conversation with that anxiety. So as you notice, it's going to continue. You're going to allow this feeling to keep coming out, and you're going to notice a shift in the body a little bit about how you feel differently now that you're lifting it out of the body. So let's have a conversation with this anxiety. Think of a circumstance right now where you're feeling anxious. My anxiousness is about something that I'm going to be doing tonight. There is an unknown. There's something I've never done. I'm going on an adventure tonight, and I'm feeling pretty anxious about it. And I'm going to notice where that's connected in my body as I keep feeling that anxiousness come out of my body and I'm having a conversation. It's related right here. I feel that mostly. I'm going to let that keep coming out. And now I'm going to go back to a time where I first remember feeling this anxious feeling in my body and feeling anxious. And I'm going to let my intuition also guide me with this. So I'm going to go back, anxious about work. I remember that. I'm going to go back further, see if I can go back. Anxiousness. Okay, I'm going back to in my 20s. See if I can go back further. Anxiousness. Teenage years. High school. See if I can go back further. Anxiousness. When I was being babysat, there was anxiousness. And now I'm noticing again this rocking sensation. I'm going with it. It's a somatic process that your body will automatically do. Your body might twinge or turn or whatever it does. Mine is a rocking thing that I do. That is my body automatically keeping me safe and calm. And that reminds me of that heart opening that we just did together. That loving space is keeping me safe while I talk about something very uncomfortable and I feel something uncomfortable. So now I'm going back. Okay. When I was younger, I had a lot of babysitters. I'm going to think about a specific time. My babysitter had a boyfriend over. He gave me a piece of candy and I started to choke and I honestly thought I was going to die. So that is the thing that's coming up. There's an anxious feeling. My parents aren't here. Nobody's here. I actually ran to the bathroom by myself while I was choking because I was embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. They found me, and I don't know how long it went on because I don't remember, but I know that this is tied to that anxious feeling. I'm not being taken care of. I was scared. My parents weren't there. They were strangers, which also relates to what's happening tonight. I'm going to be with strangers, doing something new. That's related. See if you can relate that. Let your intuition do it for you. This is an anxious feeling. And now I'm going to learn the lesson. The lesson for this anxious feeling, what happened? I was scared. My parents weren't there. I was in an uncomfortable position. I didn't trust these strangers. What ended up happening is they came to help me, and I was okay. I was taken care of. And if I relate that to tonight, I'm going to be with a bunch of adults that I don't know very well, in a strange situation with strangers, and I'm going to be taken care of, and it's going to be okay. And as soon as I said that, I feel the shift. I feel where that pain was. Take a deep breath. Feel that shift, whatever it is that you're feeling or doing right now. Breathe it in. When you feel that shift, it is time to transmute. Bring it back into the body. And feel that shift take place. So I know this is not a common thing that we've done. You don't need to force anything. This is all very natural. Your body is communicating to you at all times. It's telling you things. It's just that we don't always listen. So this is the new way. This is a 10-minute process that I'm giving you. I have videos on my website If anything resonates with you, you can click on any of the videos and do this with me. And now I'm going to go through the steps. Number 1 is to get into that relaxation response. I call this, by the way, the restore method. So we go into relaxation. We're telling our nervous system we're ready to receive. We are calm and we are safe. Number 2, we're going to do a body scan to feel where those pain points are. Number 3, so we're exploring the body. Number 3, we are going to go to that loving space. We're going to settle into that love. Wherever two or more are gathered, that's why we share it together as a community. Number 4, I'm going to pull it out and have a talk with that pain. Number 5, I'm going to go back to the point of origin of where it first happened. Now, for everybody, it's going to be a little different. You're going to let your intuition guide you. And sometimes people can't think of the first time that happened or even another recent time to connect it, and that's okay too. We're just going to try. Then we are going to learn the lesson. So we're going to receive or realize the lesson that we've learned in that. And once you feel or remember that lesson or intuit that lesson, it is time to embody that and bring it back in for wholeness. So we transmute and embody it, and we keep ourselves whole. So what this is doing is bringing ourselves back to the realization of wholeness, because we were never broken. You were never broken. There is nothing wrong with you. This is just a recapitulation, a recognizing of you were always whole. It is changing your perspective, and that's what you need to do in order to heal. Change your perspective, and that is what we are doing together. So thank you so much for being here together to do this, and I can't wait to hear your stories. Please comment and let us know how you're doing. Thank you. Have a great day.